Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to Slay the Spire. What are we doing today? Well, if you've seen the thumbnail, you've clearly seen something. So we are doing a new mod which I discovered, called The Wanderer. A wizard with aging and aggressive memory loss due to constant Spire resurrection. At the start of each combat, remember patience. I have no idea what this is like, but I've heard it's based on something. So, let us just see what it is.
Wait, what is this place?
Oh, this is voice acting. Well, obtain bucket, no. What are my base cards? The Grimoire. Eye of the Storm, gain clarity of current memory. Then remember a random memory you do not have clarity of. Clarity. While you have clarity of a memory, you keep its passive effect even after forgetting the memory. Okay. Fresh Adventure. When you remember Diligence, draw 2 cards. At the end of your turn, retain 1. The Wanderer Snap. The Wanderer snaps at the end of turn 7. Lose all memories and clarities for the rest of combat. For each clarity lost, deal 6 damage to all enemies and lose 3 HP. This card gains 1 damage permanently when you snap. Right. Ephemeral. Exhausts at the end of your turn when played or when discarded. Entomb. This card starts each combat in your exhaust pile. It will be exhumed from your exhaust pile into your hand each time its exhumed condition is met. Entombed until you snap or start turn 7. Snap. The Wanderer snaps Yeti. Material component. Material components are mostly 0-cost cards with a variety of different minor effects. Okay. Exhume. Legendary. Legendary cards cannot be duplicated, removed, or transformed. Legendary cards you already have a copy of will not appear as rewards. Right. Okay. What's the upgrade to this then? Just more damage. What about this? Just more block. Well, upgrading a card is clearly useless, so let's obtain a common relic. You know what? Alright. Alright, we'll start with Thorns. That's fine with me. Let's see. What bosses? How many bosses? 2 bosses. We'll go with 2 bosses. I have to go through a lot of question marks to get those bosses. But hey, it's not like we want fights on this character, so... At least I don't think we want fights on this character. Let's just fight. Tips. Memories. The Wanderer can use cards to remember memories, gaining associated buffs and debuffs. Memories are forgotten when a difficult memory is remembered, but you can gain clarity of a memory to hold on to its passive effect. Right. Fragile. At the end of turn 7, snap. Okay. Patience. Remember. Passive. Gain 1 coil each time you play a card. Coil. Gain 1 each time you play a card. When you remember new non-patient memories or end your turn while snapped, coil is consumed to deal damage to all enemies. Okay, well this can be used to just murder you. Oh, and I lost my patience because I remembered Diligence. Wait, so I can only have 1 memory at a time, is what you're telling me. What did I remember? Greed. Whenever you kill a non-minion enemy, gain 10 gold. Nice. I'll retain the strike, please. Snapping. The Wanderer will snap at the end of turn 7. The flames around his Grimoire track turns. Snap. Yeah, we read that bit. Doesn't matter, though. Do I want the... No, we're not taking the invitation letter. This is not that. Remember Chastity. Chastity. When you remember Chastity, gains 2 dexterity and apply 1 weak to all enemies at the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, lose 1 dexterity and gain 6 block. Rest. End your turn. Okay. Frantic Search. Put 1 material component into your hand for each enemy. Gain clarity. Locate object. Remember greed. Draw cards. I'll go for frantic search. Clarity seems important, so... Right. Okay, so... Frantic search. What's this do? Moss. Retain. Gains 3 dexterity until the end of the turn. I mean, I'm fine with that. Now I can do that, and then I can just hit you. I could keep that, but you know what? Eye of the Storm seems like a good thing to have. Just to keep clarity of my diligence. What did I get? Wrath. Whenever you kill a non-minion enemy, permanently increase the damage of the last damage-dealing attack card played this combat. I'm sorry, what now? That seems stupid. Well, that's cool. Liquid clarity. Gain clarity of the current thing. Arcane weapon. At the end of each turn, deal 4 attack damage to a random enemy. Message. Put 1 card from your discard pile into your hand. That's very useful. Apply burning. Burning creatures take damage at the start of their turn and cannot be healed. Burning damage will hit block. Burning damage will hit block. Each turn, burning is reduced by 1/3. I'm gonna go with Arcane Weapon. Good to see you. You must be the fixer who accepted the request. Yada 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 yada. Let's accept the picture. Sure, why not? Ooh, scrap ooze. I will take my relic. I will take my relic. Thank you. Strawberry. I think I wound up on top from that. Remove a card from my deck. Don't want to do that. Well, that was a whole load of nothing. Were all those question marks?
The empty feeling of rage.
I'm guessing you're going to have a special line available for every single boss, aren't you, Mr. Wanderer? Well, let's gain clarity of our current thing. Steel, ephemeral. Well, I got upgrade 1 card in your hand until the end of combat. Well, let's upgrade diligence then, I suppose. I'm good with Arcane Weapon. Alright, every time I play a skill, you are going to do something. But let's play one anyway. Kindness. Reduce the strength of all enemies by 3. I wound up on top from that. So I feel like Wrath is going to be an exceptionally useful one. Well, I definitely need some strength now. Or some health. Stop giving me the invitation letter. I'm not picking it up. Disguise self. Game block next turn. Fairy fire. Virtue. Virtue. A memory of chastity, charity, chastity, diligence, humility, kindness, patience, or temperance. Sin. A memory of envy, greed, gluttony, lust, pride, sloth, or wrath. Okay. Firebolt. 8 damage. Apply burning equal to 2 times the number of clarities you have. Huh. Well, that... You know what? I'm going to take Fairy Fire because that is an awful lot of things it's giving me. Oh, great. A fight. Well, let's start off with this. A frantic search, just because why the hell not? Snake oil. Remember patience. Deal damage to all enemies equal to the amount of coil you have. Okay. Strange pendant. Reduce the first damage taken each turn by 1. Where did that come from? Fractured mind. Sin. Deals 10 damage. Virtue. Gain block. Snapped. Do both. 18 true damage. Cannot be prevented or reduced. Unseen servant. Remember sloth. Put 2 cards from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. Draw 1 card. Sloth. When you remember sloth, discard 3 random cards. Draw 1 fewer cards and gain 1 additional energy each turn. Aha! That's interesting. I think I'll go for the Fractured Mind for now, though. My god, I need a way to rest. I'm sorry, how many materials am I meant to get this? Put a material component for each enemy. Oh, for each enemy! Right, okay. Let's do that. Do a bit of that. These are all ephemeral, so I have to play them anyway. No matter what, so apply that. Remember, do that, and do that. Okay, all seems good. Okay. This applies it to all enemies. Currently I'm in a virtue, which means it applies the weak to all enemies. Let's do this. Cool. Why did that happen? When you remember a new non-patient's memories or at the end of your turn while snapped, coil is consumed to deal all damage. Okay, so what have I got? Envy. Remember, gain 1 vulnerable. Passive. Whenever you target an enemy with a card, apply 1 vulnerable. Cool. Man, these memories are really cool. Deal 5 damage, play this card 1 additional time. Sure. Okay. What have we got? White Beast statue. Potion of rewards always appear. You know what? I feel I'm going to need them. Especially as I'm being suicidal and going for the goddamn boss. Like an idiot. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 14 memories, and each of them are the 7 virtues and the 7 sins. Okay, that's kind of cool. So let's put a frantic search. Don't need that yet. What's this do? Greed. Ooh, perfect. Guess what? It dies! And I get gold. Duplication potion. Always very nice. Energy siphon. Draw 3 cards. Gain energy for each clarity. Exhaust. Book of Tongues. At the start of each turn, put 1 material component into your hand. Find familiar. At the start of each turn, gain clarity of the current memory. That's only good if I can switch memory really easily, though, which I don't think I can right now. You're really good. What's your upgrade? Innate. That's very tempting. But all your upgrade seems to do is it makes it draw 3 cards instead of the probably 2 cards or something. I'm going to take Book of Tongues. The material components seem like very useful things. Right, well, let's apply the weak. Gain some block. What have I got? Envy. Okay. Arcane weapon, and I'll block. Ow. Next. So do I remember it at the beginning of every round? Whenever you kill a non-minion enemy, raise max HP by 2. At the start of each turn, discard 1 card. Gluttony seems like a good one. Old Pocket, gain 5 gold. Why is that a skill? Remember Charity, gain clarity of current memory. Charity, until forgotten, gain 1 strength for every 100 gold you have. Ha! Introspection, at the end of each turn, lose 1 HP and deal 2 damage to all enemies. Deal 2 additional damage per clarity. I don't have any way to heal, though, at the moment, from what I can tell. Draw 4 cards. Remember a random memory you do not have a clarity of. I'm gonna go with Old Pocket, just because that just gives me gold.
Confusion, loss, deception.
Is that what they're about? I don't know how you consider that's what they're about, but if you say so, if that's what they're about. Loose leaf, ephemeral, draw a card. Okay. Frantic search, got it. Brambles, not yet. Energy bulb, might as well. Moss, gonna need that. So, block. Murder. Is this singular target? It is. Nah. Actually, yeah, do that, because then all I need is 2 strikes. Steal. Upgrade a card. Sure. What's the upgrade of this? Gain more block. Well, I do need that. Yours just... Most of these upgrades just increase the numbers. Humility. Gain 2 thorns. Passive. Gain 2 additional thorns. Ephemeral. Apply 5 burning. Remove frail and weak from yourself. Or, just kill. What's my current one? Charity. Ah, yes, of course. Die. Materialize. Gain block. Choose one of 3 components. Mage armor. Unplayable. Retain. Whenever you would lose HP, lose 9 fewer HP and discard this. That's cool. That's effectively 9 block without it being block. Counterspell. Gain block. Gain 1 artifact if the enemy applies to attend a negative effect. I like the mage armor. Actually, the mage armor retains, so it's always useful. Unlike block. Oh, hi, merchant. Unless you've got something ridiculously good on you, I think I'll be keeping my Moorbank happy. Remember Wrath. That is very tempting, actually. Channel. Gain 1 energy next turn. Put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. Prestidigitation. I love that spell in D&D. At the start of each turn, apply 1 weak or 1 vulnerable to a random enemy. You know what? No. As I say, I'm saving my money. Okay. So, first up, Frantic Search. Next, Quicksilver. Advanced relics 1 turn through time. This turn, your next card is played an additional time. Come again. Apply 1 vulnerable. Sulfur, apply 5 burning. Well, let's apply the weak. Let's apply... What's my coil? 6. I don't know if this is affected by vulnerable, is the coil. I wouldn't think it would be. No, it wasn't. Alright. Apply 2 weak. Steel. You know what? Let's upgrade you, just because you've got a good ton of damage. There we go. Apply that, and now it dies. Perfect. Let's go with another Fractured Mind. Fractured Mind seems like a really good ability, just because it's versatile. Then I need a rest, because dear God, do I need some help.
Of our endless dance.
I highly doubt it, considering the fact I've played as this bastard, and he definitely seems like that type of guy who would just enjoy this. Oh, I'm so glad you swapped when you did. So, retain. Add apply slow to an enemy. If already slowed, double its slow stacks. Well, that's ridiculous. Sulfur, apply burning. Cool. Let us defend. Then we can Fractured Mind. Then I might as well strike. I mean, after all, the mage armor's going to apply no matter what. Apply 1 vulnerable. Cool. It's so nice being able to do that. Upgrade a card. What's your upgrade? Oh! It does less damage, but you apply it 1 additional time. You know what? Fine. Honestly, what have I got? Greed. Well, that's a terrible one to have. The Grimoire. Have I snapped? Oh, I've snapped. Oh, they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. So let's play the Grimoire and see what we get. Lose a random clarity. When this is initially added to your hand, add 1 additional copy. Okay. How about we apply the weak? The weak seems very useful to apply. Note to self. Oh, that's an interesting looking appearance I have right there. Snaps. You cannot remember any memories or clarities. So this character has a limited time to kill things, basically. Rediscovery. Whenever you gain clarity, gain 1 energy. That is very useful, because that basically means that all clarity-based things are just, you know, I'll take the Philosopher's Stone, is basically just... whatchamacallit. Let's just carry on with the main city. I'm sorry, is that a little red? Or is that something else entirely? Well, let's go up this middle way, I guess. Is there a merchant along it? No, but there's a merchant right there. We can have a look at the merchants and see what it has to offer us. You know, I'm interested. Use that on you twice. Then if I do that, do you? No, you don't gain energy. I just thought, if I just stay in charity, does this give me clarity on it too? Yeah, it does give me clarity of it. Why do I spend gold? I have the more bank. Hibernate. Remember sloth. Nah. Old pocket. Don't think I need another. I'll take the firebolt. Firebolt seems like it's just a solid one. And as I think I'm just going to stay with the idea of just, you know, keeping all the money. Charity, just for gold. And then I hit you a bunch, and you die, apparently. Woo! Misty Step. Game block equal to 1 per clarity plus 2. Will. Entomb a card in your hand until you snap. It costs 0 until played. Diligence. Or double check. Remember Diligence. At the start of your turn, if you remember Diligence, gain clarity. I'm going to take the Misty Step, just because that's a free card. Alright, let's gain some max HP at the cost of HP, I guess. Ooh, a chest. Big Bird's page. Sure, I can't remember what he gave me. Every time you exhaust 3 cards, gain energy. Don't I exhaust my material components? At the start of your turn, if you had energy remaining last turn, gain energy. Every time you'd attack a character, you know what? I'll take the exhaust equals energy, please. Oh, of course you got this little bastard. Okay, hold on. Right, frantic search. Gain dexterity. Apply weak. Murder. Alright, rediscovery. Very nice. Old pocket. Which basically costs 0 because of it. It's a very good thing I have passive damage. I feel. Advance all buffs and debuffs. One turn through time. You know, I must be about to snap. Doesn't Diligence's damage? Fresh adventure. Damage increases by 1 every time I snap. Do I want to snap? Do I want to snap? No. I do not. Why did that get upgraded? Magic missiles. Deal 3 damage. Deals 3 damage once per clarity. Not bad. Actually, quite like that one. We do seem pretty decent at getting clarities. Now, I can recall, which would get me the thing I need, or I can smith the... Where is it? You become innate, but most importantly, the Book of Tongues becomes innate, and the Book of Tongues gives me the material components, which are just very, very useful. Oh yeah, Magic Missiles was a very good one to have, because Magic Missiles work stupidly well with my current card. Oakleaf, gain dexterity. Very nice. I think I'm gonna need that. But not yet. But not yet. Am I about to snap? I think I'm about to snap. Yes, you're telling me I am about to snap. Meaning, this bastard need to die now. Alright, game, we're playing this. If we're playing this, let's play this. You want me to play cards? I can play cards. Let's just play cards, shall we? Yes. and you die. Pizzazz. Interesting. There's the siphon energy again. Aid. Heal an enemy for 5 HP. Remember kindness. Gain clarity for current memory exhaust. Alright, so I heal an enemy for 5 HP, and then it means they've got less than 3 damage from now on. I think I'd prefer this siphon energy. Well done, Thorns! You really did me a good one then. I need to use these goddamn things. Mindworm, deals 6 damage. Deals 6 additional damage if snapped. Add a copy of this card to your discard pile. Sure! What's the worst that could happen? Bag of preparation. Draw 2 additional cards. Not bad, actually, but I probably need the silver key.
A book? Yes. I found a book.
Did you? What kind of book? Is it a spell book like you're using? Or is it a book with a dagger genie like that book? Out of interest. Alright. Let's see what we can do about the dagger genie. Stone. Apply retain. Cool. Eye of the Storm. I am now... Lose 2 dexterity at the end of combat. What? Permanently upgrade a card in your deck. Lose 2 dexterity at the end of combat. Permanently upgrade a card in your deck. Well, I definitely think that a useful one, if nothing else. Right. Frantic Search. Apply the weak. Do you. For each clarity you have. I do have a clarity of this one, so... If I do... Let's see. Okay, do that. Then... Do that. Then do that, and you die. Perfect! And I upgrade the Fresh Adventure. Feast. Remember Gluttony. Alright. Remember Patience. You know what? I think I want the Feast. I think I want the Feast. The Feast doesn't seem bad. Let's discard the counter because, like, hell am I ever going to use the damn thing. And then, what have we got ahead of us? 2 events and a random boss. Let's rest. Just to rest. Go to hell.
Ah, to have companions again.
You had some in the past? Right, we can, Book of Tongues. Mindworm. Murder that bastard. Eye of the Storm. I would love that, but... So are you gonna do... Yeah, you disappeared on the first one. Alright, I wondered. I wondered and I got my answer. Time Eddie. Man, you are giving me so many things and I love it. Alright, bye Mr. Goblin Leader. Meat on the bone. If your HP is below 50% at the end of combat, heal 12 HP. That is a really good one. Fear. Target non-boss enemy will flee in 2 turns. If this ends combat, you gain no rewards but keep clarities for next combat. Black Tentacles deal 6 damage. This turn, all damage you deal to other enemies is dealt to this enemy instead. Instead? I'll take the Wandering Minds, actually, because a lack of cards definitely seems like my biggest problem. Man, it's hilarious. The Snecko thought that using its ability on me would hinder me, when in fact all it did was make me stronger. Rare Frost deals 15 damage, apply 1 weak 3 times. Why apply weak 3 times? Chain Lightning deals 8 damage, chain to all enemies, gaining 2 damage per chain. Okay. Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of the draw pile. Sure, actually, that seems like a decent one. Alright, and then I'm going to recall that, just so to make sure I've recalled and gained that. Then I think I'm going to fight Little Red. Ah, he doesn't have a voice line for this one, do you, pal? Ah, I wouldn't think he would. End the nightmare. When the mercenary kills the wolf, you win this combat. If the mercenary dies, you lose. Fury with no outlet. If you killed the wolf, the mercenary enters strange array. If it's HP below 50%, use Roaring Wolf as an additional attack each turn. Roaring Wolf will make mercenary enter the rage state. I'm just hearing a whole bunch of different things, and I'm not liking any of them. I love how you still classify as an enemy. Index. Block and... You know what? I'll do that. Then... Wandering Mind. Didn't give me what I wanted, damn it. Hold Pocket. Siphon Energy. Frantic Search. Moss. I don't want that. Misty Step. Arcane Weapon. Actually, Arcane Weapon will likely kill me, but whatever. What's done is done. Okay. Next. Why do I have thorns? Did I get humility at some point? Well, what a perfect time to get sloth. Yeah, I don't want sloth. I do not want sloth. Index. What do we want to keep? That's... I'm going to discard these two. Right, clarity. What did I gain? Kindness. That's good. Let's hit you. Block. And then block some more. I am about to go mad. I can already tell. Ow! Okay, you need a slow. You desperately need a slow. Okay. Alright. Block, because I don't see any other way I can live. Firebomb. Strike. 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 Duplication potion. Oh, I'm alive! Oh, I'm not alive! Never mind! Damn! Alright, I have to try this again. So he...
Wait. What is this place?
This is the place you've been to 1,000 different times, apparently. So... Make 3 combat. Enemies start with less HP. Yeah, that's always useful. Shame I can't get a boss to have that. Real shame, but can't win it all. Alright, well, let's go. Die. Weight of Memory. Deal 12 damage. Deals 2 additional damage for all cards which remember. Okay, so, you know what? If you're going to give me that, let's go with that sort of build. Let's just go with a build where we're all about remembering whatever the hell. I've always followed... Let's follow the... Yan again. Come on, Yan. Tell me. I have a prescript. I choose to become a prostate. We are partners now. What does this do? At the start of combat, play 1 random card. Alright. Entropic slot. Fill all your empty potion slots with random potion. Why don't I just do that now then, if it's the very first thing you give? Heal HP equal to the number of clarities you have. Finally, something that heals. Unfortunately, it's not enough healing to matter. Spiked energy drink. Muddle the 2 highest costs cards in your hand. Okay, well, I hate the smoke bombs, so yes. Smiting strike. Remember wrath. Let's remember wrath.
Empty feeling of rage.
Yes, what of it? Well, as I'm only allowed to play, you know, killy cards. Really? I don't know how I have thorns. Man, getting you as a first boss is really just evil. Alchemist's Fire. Reduces burning fall-off rate to 10% per turn. Well, that's a thing. Death Rolls. Entombed. Exhume whenever an enemy dies. Deal 14 damage. Remember Wrath. Well, I mean, that's just another card that remembers, so... And dear lord, do I need a heal after that. The hell is this? Minor League Arena. Passing through the Exorium, you find yourself at a well-known attraction, the former site of the brutal games which now take place in the city's Colosseum. This smaller, less attractive arena now serves as a training ground and battle stage for lesser challenges. This type of contest is normally beneath you, but it could be an entertaining distraction. Cloak Grasp. At the end of your turn, gain 1 block for each card in your hand. Champion Belt. Whenever you apply Vulnerable, apply 1 weak. Wrist Blade. Attacks that cost 0 deal 4 additional damage. I mean, that costs 0, but... Cloak Grasp. It'll probably be better for me. Well, this is an interesting way to begin, isn't it, guys? Well, let's gain that 25 counter, which will then hit you, so I should focus a bunch of damage onto you. Let's muddle my 2 highest costs. Perfect! Bloody perfect! Now I can gain the counter, and the speed potion, so speed potion gives me 10 block. Always need it. Let's now strike. Strike. Weight of whatever, and then smiting thing. Whatever I attack you with is going to kill. Oh, hey, look, let's make it another strike. I think the problem with the death throws... Really? Is that it makes it... The problem with the death throws is that it's remembering something we already remember. At the start of each turn, gain clarity of current memory. That's going to be really useful if I'm going for a remember as many things as possible kind of thing. I also love how these are all D&D spells. Is this literally meant to be a... Was this originally a D&D character? So now, because I've got the Cloak Grasp and the Auriculum, I've always got block at the end of every turn.
My old friend. But no, I cannot rest.
You liked this thing? Why the hell did you like this thing? This thing is bloody goddamn evil! You know what? I think I need a random power. Apply slow to all enemies. Add 1 web to your hand. I mean, yes, please. Do I remember this? No, I just remember it. I don't... whatchamacallit. So I shouldn't Wrath yet. Or should I? Lose 2 decks, permanently upgrade a card. Well, it's a good thing I don't need to worry about dexterity at the moment. So Auriculum and Cloak Grasp stack. Okay. Good choice to upgrade. Starting strikes 2 deal 2 additional damage. Mwah! Troll the Dead. Deal 7 damage. If the target had been already damaged this turn, deal more damage. Or Mage Armor. Mage Armor. Mage Armor. The Christ did I just cast? You know what? That works. Let's go with magic missiles, because if I'm getting that... You know, let me guess. Does this give me... Does this become innate? It does. I need to upgrade that. I require to upgrade that.
Confusion, loss, deception.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot of that, aren't we, Mr. U? Right. Why? What the hell is this? Mirror image? Mirror image. A mirror image stands ready to intercept 1 attack for you. Oh! That's pretty cool. We're gonna need Wrath in this particular one, considering. I am safe if I can just kill 1 guy. And that guy is now dead. Perfect. Because now, as long as I have 3 cards in my hand by the end of my turn, I cannot lose. Right. So if I use this on you, you gain another damage, right? Oh, yes. Now, if I Weight of Memory you, then do that, you gain that. Very nice. The 3 birds? Okay. Immune to thorns and damage loss, always very useful. Every time you attack an enemy, remove its strength. Remove your frail, vulnerable, and protection. I don't have any protection. Removing its strength would be very useful, but so would being immune to thorns and HP loss. Oh my god, I'm immune to HP loss. My character is all about having lots of HP loss. Never mind. Arcane form. What the Christ is this? Gain clarity of charity, patience, lust, kindness, and chastity. Why lust? Out of all of those, why lust? But I'm gonna go with locate object to superpower that 1 attack. Yeah, I'll heal some HP, thank you. Well, you know what? Suddenly I'm gonna have that protection. Nice! Do I need a heal or upgrade? Yes, I need to upgrade. What am I talking about? I need to upgrade Find Familiar. Not recall. Upgrade. Find... Where is it? What is your upgrade? You don't have an upgrade. Well, I know your upgrade. Death throws. Gain clarity of wrath. Oh! Yeah, I don't need to upgrade that.
Extraordinary specimen. Time for an experiment.
Glad to know you feel that way. Pride. Alright, randomly upgrade a card. Let's remember greed. Fireball, or magic missiles. Slime crush. Well, I was given absolutely nothing but blocks, so... Alright, well this time... you're gonna start transforming. Weight of memory. Perfect. Let's apply that on you. I'm about to snap. That is... Death throws. Perfect. Kill that. Death throws you. Grimoire. These are all bad for me. You know what? It doesn't. Okay, I'm alive. Barely. Cool. So, that HP loss I'm not immune to. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Trauma. Snap. Deal 28 damage to all enemies. Shuffle this card into your draw pile. Purge Mind. All cards which remember... Exhaust all cards which remember, then deal 8 damage once per such card in your exhaust pile. Snap. Exhaust. How many cards do I have that remember? 1. 4 at the moment, but I'm definitely going for that sort of build. So, let's do that and see what happens. I'll take the Philosopher's Stone again, just because enemies having extra strength isn't that bad. Really? Do I have to fight the... I gotta turn off the Runia mod, I think. Because it's getting in the way of the regular enemies. Also, really, I can't have... I really hate the fact I can't just fight normal bosses. You know? Right, let's find familiar. Murder, murder, murder. Cool. Blocked and ignored. Right. Locate object to read. Clarity. Then I'll make sure I've got Wrath. Then I can Purge Mind and you would become stupid powerful. Actually, hold on. You do 12 damage. Would... You increase the damage by 1, right? You do damage 8, so you'll become 9 per thing. Which currently would do 49 damage. 45 damage. But... if I do that... then this... would you increase both damages or just the one? Oh, it's both of them. Perfect. Remember Lust. Apply 3 burning 3 times. This burning is affected by strength. Alright. And Henge Wizard. Well, Henge Wizard is cheaper, so... Alright, merchant. What the Christing hell is that? Destroy. Permanently remove this card from your deck, not just this combat. Okay. Judgment Bird. Well, I'll take the Smiting Strike just because that's another Remember. Do I want... I mean, I do have a merchant further on there. Yeah, let's take... I'm kind of interested what the Patron's going to be like. But it's the fact that the card is permanently removed after I use it that makes me not want to bother using it. Yeah, let's just go with Judgment. At the start of combat, if any enemy's HP is more than yours, heal 5 HP. Always very, very useful. Remove all strikes. Receive 3 upgraded tackles. No. I've got I've got the Pale Ore. I'm not doing that. You know what? I'm not a fan of any of those cards, so... let's see. Not in this character, at least, who's gonna have HP problems as it is. Schools of Magic. Draw 3 cards. If you have no duplicate cards in hand, gain Clarity. Otherwise, exhaust one of each duplicate. Channel. Gain energy next turn and gain block. That seems very useful. I'll go with Channel.
Cruelty is a shallow answer.
Is it? Because I think it's also quite an effective one, especially against these bastards. Alright, let's see. I need to remember Wrath. I need to defend. You'll do 6 damage, you do 6 damage. Irony is, if I didn't defend, I'd have had more whatchamacallit. I gotta remember that. Death Throes. It's a shame Death Throes isn't... whatchamacallit. a retain card like that, we are going to have an awful lot of damage boosting cards. Just because of everything, I've always got Wrath active. I don't like any of these effects. Because I'm never going to attack someone with bleed. Oh, whatever, I'll just pick Vampirism. No, I can pick Wine. I haven't got a fight ahead of me, but then I've got a thing right there, and I'm sorry, oh, right, yeah, I'd lost 80% of my current HP. Right. Choose 2 cards to move to the top of your draw pile. Fucking Christ, Nosferatu!
Tired.
Okay, one more attempt.
Wait.
One more attempt.
What is this place?
Are you really gonna go with that again, good sir? Obtain a curse, gain a crap ton of gold. There's a couple of merchants on this floor. Not on the path that's going... Actually, there is one on the path that's going to give me all the bosses. Screw it! Decay. That's a bad one. That's actually quite a bad one. Oh, and I remembered Wrath. Thank you. I like Wrath. I really like Wrath. Refuse to forget. You cannot forget your current memory until you have clarity of it. Draw 2 cards. You cannot draw more cards this turn. That's a pretty decent... No, wait, it means I can't swap memories until I've gained the clarity, though. Still could be useful. Parrying blow seems a good one, though. Upgrade, transform, or remove. If I transform you, do you just change the curse, or do you just become a new card? I think you become a different curse, so let's forget the decay. That's job done. Thanks, game. Remember humility. If the enemy intends to attack, gain humility for the gain clarity of the current memory. Yeah, I quite like that. Should have really gone for arcane form, but whatever. I don't want to give up anything. Fine, I'll give up the card I just gained. Yay, I healed. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Okay. Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning's pretty good. We can work with... Why is it always you? Big and will be bad's wolf. I don't think I've ever had that. The next time you're attacked, apply 10 burning to all enemies and gain 10 block. Exhaust. I quite like that. I quite like that. I'll take that. What have we got? Whenever an enemy dies, heal for 4 HP. Not bad. Whenever you lose HP equal to 25% of your max HP, gain 1 intangible and 2 strength. That's... What's 25% of my health? Something like 17, which can actually just be one-shot things. So every other turn I become intangible, basically, against certain bosses. I see that as a very useful thing. Hello, you guys. I am not doing anywhere near as well as I was in the last one. I'm going to take my regen potion. I'm then going to Flame Ward, because that's going to be needed here. And then I'm going to Lightning Strike. You hit me? And then... Oh, so the Flame Ward actually ignores the damage of that current attack. Right, okay. Turn 5. The man has almost lost it. He does not have much longer before he snaps completely. Luckily, he's not doing that today. Color spray seems like a really stupid one. I'm gonna go with color spray. And then a skill potion. What's in the chest? When I rest, heal more HP. Love it! I'm gonna be doing plenty of resting, I'm sure.
The empty feeling.
Especially if I'm fighting this guy again. I'm sorry, did my... whatchamacallit? Intangible wear off before I even really had anything attack? Yeah! So the intangible wears off at the end of the turn, so it only works when you're fighting multiple people. That's sad. At least I got thorns now. Oh, and material component. Cool. Right, let's heal. Oh, back up to 48 HP. I love it. Right, time for that merchant. Hi, merchant. What do you got for me? I'm not taking that. I am not doing that. I am not. No. Parafox, stop thinking that this guy is capable of fighting that. This guy is just an ordinary goddamn D&D mage. He cannot fight a near godlike being. He is not an epic level character. Stop it. Take the little bird. At the end of your turn, gain 1 strength. Lose them when you lose HP. When you lose HP, gain 6 vigor. I'll take the vigor. Oh, I can still afford it. I can still afford it. Ha. Ha. No. No. Stop it. Stop it, me. Let's recall. Give ourselves that. Then the question mark. We love the question mark. Kimono clan. Take what they took from the carnival. Lose 5 HP, obtain fascinating fabric. This fabric is a form, they won't let you slip. Start each combat with 15 block. You know what, I'm fine with that. Right, what can I upgrade? I'm gonna upgrade the Frantic Search because it makes it innate. And that means...
Extraordinary specimen. Time for an experiment.
And that means no matter what, I can gain clarity on patience. I just stunned him. Banished. Cannot give or receive damage. Or give or receive conditions. Why the bloody Christing hell is that a thing? Okay. Let's gain clarity. Pride. Upgrade a card. Cool. Going straight back to patience, though. Can I do enough damage to stop this thing? What do I need to do? 22. I mean, I could if I use my attack potion here. Mania. Deal damage equal to the number of unique cards in your hand. If they are all unique, gain 1 energy and draw 1 card. So, if I do click that, I attack with that. They're now all unique, so... Next, I color spray. Now I... Why is he banished? Man, I'm really getting fed up of banishing my opponent. Oh, he didn't even split because he got stunned and banished. You know what? In that rare scenario, sure. Sure, okay. Keep the chain lightning. He's gonna switch into something that needs it. Eye of the Storm, what do I become? Gluttony. Do I want the Gluttony? Because if I don't Gluttony... Choose a card to retain. Alright. So what do I get? Purge Mind. Corroding Barrier. Gain 20 block. Decreases this card's block this combat by 3 each time it is drawn. I'm gonna go with Purge Mind. Right. Calling Bell is interesting, but Black Star is always useful for me. Especially with the way I play the game. So come on, game! Show me my elites! I'm sure there's a few of them I can fight at once. Yes, there's a row of 3 of them. Perfect! Oh, and it's got 4 question marks beforehand, too. Nice. Oh, yeah, I can self-inflict damage to be able to trigger the whatchamacallit, too. Never thought about that with the wolf. Well, if I'm going the remember route again, I should get all the remember cards. You find yourself in an old decorated chamber. In the center of the room, a large skull sits atop an ornate pedestal. As you approach, the skull bursts into flame and turns to face you. What is it you seek? What is it you offer? In its sync with its final words, the door slams shut behind you. Got a merchant there, so let's get a colorless card? Sure. Oh. Wait. You mortals never change. It is done. How do I leave? Behind you. Okay. And here's a merchant, just in time. Okay. Spider Bud. Interesting. Ah, find familiar. Yes, please. Animate objects. Gain thorns equal to the number of non-exhausted cards that didn't start in your deck. So in other words, like the material objects. I don't have many of them, the ability to get many of them anyway. When an enemy dies, heal HP at the start of each combat, do something. You know what? No, enough Runia. We've had enough Runia. Magic Missile. And then Clockwork Servitor. And then Troll the Dead. Let's go. In an abandoned temple, you find a giant book, open, riddled with cryptic writings. As you try to interpret the elaborate script, it begins to shift and morph into writing you're familiar with. Sure, let's read it. Odd. The book seems to be about an ancient named Niao. This piques your interest, but you have a general feeling of malaise. The ancient resurrection of Now was exiled to the bottom of the Spire. The Ancient of Resurrection now was exiled to the bottom of the Spire. You feel compelled to read more, but your body aches. Seeking vengeance now blesses outsiders, using them for her own purposes. You are starting to feel very weak and tired. Those resurrected by Now remember only fragments of their past elves, cursed to fight for eternity. As you near the end of your read, your old wounds begin to reopen. Your first attack played each turn that costs 2 or more is played twice. Upon pickup, obtain a special curse. Unplayable. There is no escape from this curse. Okay. Wait, Niao is the bad guy? They're the bad guy? I never realized they're the bad guy. Old Pocket and Stuart. Well, Old Pocket makes it so that I instantly gain the clarity of the memory. So
Cruelty is a shallow answer.
You know what? I'm never going to be able to hear your lines for the tier 3 bosses, am I? I can already tell. Well, I clearly need to play this. Cool. Turnip, you can no longer become frail. Cool. Every 4th question mark is a treasure chest. Nice. Why couldn't I have had that at the beginning? Oh, so Old Pocket's upgrade doesn't immediately clarify it. Okay. Good to know. Alright, merchant, give me an anchor. I start each combat with 25 block. Let's do this.
To have companions again.
Sundial. Every time you draw your card, gain energy. Add an attack, upgraded. Perfect. Hurt. Deal damage, lose HP equal to the number of clarities you have. Let's go with Mind Worm. The Mind Worm seems good. Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card. When am I next going to be able to rest? Right there. No, I'll take the key. I'll take the key.
Cruelty is
really?
A shallow answer.
Really, man? Goodbye. Preserved Insect. Very nice. Lantern. Also quite nice. I already have a Purge Mind, don't I? Yes. Can I use it twice? I have to find out. Awesome. Right. Chattering Strike. Play this card 2 additional times. I do have the Alchemist's Fire, but I don't really feel much attachment to it. I love how that just heals 35 HP. Nunchuck. Every 10 attacks, play a card. Perfect. Let's smith something. What do I wish to smith? Probably you, just so I can get my whatchamacallits. Awesome. Let's do this. Right. Eye of the Storm. Kindness. Good one. Let's make sure we get a clarification on that. I might as well just keep you in my hand. There's no point to you. Not much else I can do. And you break out, and you're the one that applies nothing but that applies all the bleed, aren't you? I can already tell. You're the one that just applies the crap ton of bleed. Slow. Ooh, you're slow now, are you? When it is killed, gives you 45 block. I don't have a method of killing that. I don't think. Now I do. Let's gain my old pocket just so that I have my strength. Yeah. I don't know if I should just... whatchamacallit? Purge my mind now or later? That does additional damage if I've snapped. Which I'm very clearly about to do. And I can duplicate it. Sure, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, that works. Bye. Fireball. Remember Lust. Deal 18 damage to all enemies. Apply 4 burning to all enemies. Plus with the Necronomicon it will be applied twice. So it's in fact 36 damage and 8 bleeding. Yeah, that's a really good card. But so is the Mirror Image. But it only summons 1. What does the upgrade do? 2. I'll take the Fireball. I'll just take the Fireball. Every wizard needs to know a Fireball. Runic Pyramid, you no longer discard. Man, if only I had the Cloak Clasp. You know what? Black Swan and every third attack I ignore. That seems too good. Let's fight. Really? Goddamn really? I need to turn off these mods. I need to turn off the Runia mods. I don't think any of these are good. The only reason I think you're good is because of the fact that you just increase the damage of the other one, but I'm gonna skip those. Hello there. Yeah, sure, take my cultist potion. What do you give me? Smiling Mask. Meh, that's meh. Fireball! Whack! Whack! You're dead. You're dead. Upgrade. And... well, let's do a little bit of that. Oh, now you're dead. Bye! Yeah, that's one way you upgrade these things. Patron. Downgrade. Downgrading cards weakens them permanently. Oh, so the patron... I can keep the patron, but I have to upgrade it every time I want to do it. Interesting. Or I can take the fractured mind. Mind Glass. Gaining clarity deals 3 damage to all enemies. Gaining 10 clarity in the same fight deals 100 damage to all enemies. Okay. Do I want... is there a card I want to upgrade? Probably Find Familiar, just so it becomes innate. Do you know what? Let's go to the bonfire. Smith. Where's my familiar? Familiar. Find Familiar. There we go. Upgrade you. Go there.
You wish to compare sorcery?
They probably don't, admittedly. They probably don't. Can I get a fireball? Oh, you can! Perfect. Sometimes the game just loves you. Oh, god damn it, I finally picked up the invitation letter. I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully it doesn't do anything. I'm not getting another one of you, because you're mostly used for clarity, and I don't need that. I'll take another locate, though. Man, sometimes you just really, really want to see a fireball, and the game just says no. It's kind of evil, you know? I mean, what's wrong with a good old fireball? Well, there's the fireball. Pick a card to discard. Okay, discard that. Why am I discarding? Gluttony. Whenever I kill something. Well, I'm killing 2 things. Gather power. Your next attack card is played twice. Yeah, that seems invaluable. Funeral of Dead Butterflies. When you exhaust a card, deal 5 damage. Sweet. Whenever you exhaust game, block. Also sweet. Whenever you exhaust 4 cards, choose one random card. Choose random cards. It's a good thing I exhaust a lot of cards. I think I'd prefer the damage. Okay. So. Frantic Search. Fresh Adventure. Book of Tongues, Find Familiar, Web. Wait, never mind. It's played twice. Yeah, it works. Thank you, Helix. There is definitely a build to be made around just snapping as quickly as possible. Begin each combat with 15 HP. Healing in combat increases temporary HP. I don't have a way to heal in combat, do I? I mean, I don't have a way to heal in combat. And, apart from killing things, I think. No thorns. Screw it, let's do it. Probably a bad idea, but let's do it. I find it funny how I'm using the bug now. Compared to my normal things of which I use. Flash of Steel, that's actually just a good card, because it's just like, hey, deal some damage, and draw a card to replace this one. Of course you're a fight. Heal an enemy, and remember and gain clarity for kindness. Yeah, okay. We need more clarity gaining. Right, what do I want to upgrade next? What's Gather Power? It's played twice. Yes. Yes. If I get lucky and that's comboed with the right thing, it becomes absolutely absurd. I mean, that alone is 100 damage. Plus it's played twice. Some things just aren't fair. I'm just gonna upgrade the other one now, just to ensure it does the same amount of damage. Alright! Let's see how this absurdity works. They have 108... I'm pretty sure this killed me last time I tried to fight this. I love how you're stunned. Actually, are you banished? Yeah, you're banished. I can't even see everything's HP. There is so much bull on the screen. Right. So. Lightning bolt. I wish I could see their goddamn health. I really do. Let's go for another color spray, thank you. Okay. If I hit you, you die. If I block against... You've got 31 HP. You know what? Let's just murder you. Hit me. I guess. What? Oh yeah! I have... Your Claws of Savagery is going to be invaluable now, I can already tell. You got 36 HP. You have 31 HP. I can just one-shot one of you right in this instant. And I will. Okay. They're all dead, and this would be the perfect combo right now, if there was something for me to murder. I'm gonna snap at any moment now. Let's aid you. Giving you all negative strength, which I'm desperately going to need. Right. Okay. Clarity. Should I clarity? Oh, well that apparently does a crap ton of damage. Let's remember charity. Do a crap ton of damage. Do you do it to all opponents or singular? Singular. Hit you. You're now dead. And I'm so glad I got the intangible then. Alright. How do I want to do this? Grimoire. Ephemeral. Upgrade. Flame Ward. I am about to lose so much health. You're still alive. With 1 HP. Well, I need to defend to have any goddamn hope at living. Because now my mind has exploded. Don't tell me I have to kill another 4. Oh, Jesus. Well, let's use you. There's no point not to. Gather power. Color spray. Does a good chunk of damage, that. Oak leaf. Dexterity. I wish I knew how much health you were on. Oh, you're stunned. Oh, all I need to do is defend, and I'm good. Okay. You're now dead. Go screw yourself. I'm saving my mind purges because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to purge myself. Hey. One particular bastard at the end of all this. You know? Well, that's a lot of healing you just gave me. A shame I can't use any of it, really. Okay. There we go. What the Christ is about to happen? Oh, thank you for the extra guarding, Angela. I'm sure I'm about to need it. Because this is not bloody fair. Weaken you. Weaken you. Vulnerable? Vulnerable you? Weaken you? I should do this a smart way. So, use you. Then, purge you. Yeah, that's one way you call things extreme. I'm sorry, did you just practically exhaust my... Why do you have 100 protection? That's not fair. Okay. Why are you doing that much damage? This feels completely unfair. Oh, I am so happy I have that lovely little thing. So I somehow need to get an attack. It's now reduced by 50. And I am still expected to just genuinely live from this. You're still not doing anything. Why aren't you doing anything? Where's my other purge mind? Why can't it appear? Brambles. Brambles. Strike. Goddamn bloody die. What the Christ?
Tired.
That is not fair! That is not fair! Well, everyone, White Knight is, as usual, complete utter BS. So, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today? I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.